On July 15th, this committee sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or no?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th, yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of today. You're just being completely dishonest.
On July 13th, we failed. As a director of the United States Secret Service, I take full responsibility for any security lapse of our agency.
Were you guessing or lying when you said you didn't turn down requests from President Trump's detail?
Neither, sir, and I appreciate the question.
Well, what were you doing? Because those statements don't jive.
So what I can tell you is that for the event in Butler, there were no requests that were denied. As far as requests...
Well, maybe they got tired of asking. Maybe you turned them down so darn much, they said, not worth asking.
So no employee has been disciplined and no employee has been placed in any position that would place their job in jeopardy nor their standing in the agency.
We are still in the process of
That's
interviewing
not what
people.
I asked. You're the person that runs the place. You're the person that knows right from wrong, good from bad. You've had a number of days, and now you come before this committee knowing you're going to be before us, and you've got to slough it off to someone else.
How did this happen? And why are you still sitting here not turning in your letter of resignation?
I will be joining the chairman in calling for the resignation of the director, just because I think that this relationship is irretrievable at this point, and I think that the director has lost the confidence of Congress at a very urgent and tender moment in the history of the country.
But a president was almost assassinated live on television, not just for Americans, but for the world to see. And this being your first opportunity, I understand there's an ongoing investigation. I understand there's things that you can not talk about. But the idea that we're getting less than you did on television is something that Democrats, Independents, or Republicans are going to find unacceptable.
Jonathan Wackrow, our law enforcement analyst and former Secret Service agent. Jonathan, your reaction to all of this? I know there was some concern in having the director step down in between two different political conventions. I mean, that obviously, that means the Secret Service is going to have some turnover now. It's going to have a shakeup at the top of the agency heading into the DNC. But what's your reaction to all this?
Jim, good morning. Yes, and that is a concern. But, you know, as an institution, the Secret Service is prepared for any type of acute leadership change. So the institution has been preparing for the DNC and the political activity that surrounds it for years now, regardless of who's at the top spot. So I don't think you'll see any direct impact on that. But in terms of the director stepping down, this is the right call. Yesterday's testimony was a disaster, to say the least, and it really undermined the credibility of the women and men of the Secret Service that are putting their lives on the line every single day. I mean, from the very beginning of this incident, the director, was absent. Really, we did not hear from the director immediately following the shooting. So the post-incident management from pillar to post by the director was lacking, and the leadership of the Secret Service in this moment of a crisis was also in a vacuum. So this is the right call. The Secret Service will be able to move on from this. But after yesterday's testimony, there was no other option than for the director to step down.